So last year I was in a creative writing class, and there was this one person who wrote a story um about a man who um was a doctor, and he um it was kind of a romance story, sort of, but at the end of the story he's a foot doctor. The person had said that the story was going to focus on a foot fetishist, which it did not. The plot twist of the story was that the man was an amputee, and that's why he had a slight fascination with feet or whatever. And I probably didn't do her story justice, but things that stood out to me about her story were this idea that as an amputee you would be obsessed with feet, and I kind of wondered if there was any truth to that, because as you guys know, I do have my first foot as decoration on my bookshelf, and even here on my wall I have like pictures of me, and it's kind of showcasing my disability, and it's a way for me not to hate myself so much about this, which is another video. And I was like, people don't do that. Like, they don't. And then I do. I have literally taken, my baby foot and traced it and made bookmarks out of it. I love Cinder because I love the cover so much. It's like the iconic heel with like the metal inside, and it's fucking beautiful. And then another thing that stood out to me is him becoming a doctor so that he could prevent other people from going through the same trauma that he did. And that's like a possible thing that someone would do, but to me it felt almost like I've seen amputees and I've seen them focus a lot of their activism within the disability community. Like, for example, me, if I didn't have, dumb hands that are like literally merging together, I probably would have tried to go into being a prosthetist, because that always seemed really cool to me, very artistic. You make the leagues, and like that's cool to me. But I wouldn't want a career that relied so heavily on my hands. See this? No risk there. And so for me, if I were to go into a medical profession, it would be within the disability community and not necessarily to prevent someone from becoming who I am. Yeah. I've seen that around in other people too. For example, Jess from All Done Dancing. Check her out. She's working in rehabilitation, I believe, and like obviously who she is very much impacted on her life experiences, and I don't know. That's who I've seen. I've also wondered that because I spend so much of my time on the internet, the other kind of amputees that I see are the ones within the disability activism communities, and it's almost weird to me to imagine not being aware of it as much as I am, because these are the people that I see, and like I wouldn't know someone's an amputee if they obviously don't put it out there that they're an amputee. Yeah. There's no cohesiveness to this video. I'm sorry. Okay.